It is week 10 of the NFL season, and that means it's the 6th divisional game of the year for the Giants as they head to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. So the Giants have played 4 of their divisional games. They're second in the NFL in total yards, and they still have 2 Commanders games to go. As for the Eagles, they started 0-4, but they've won 3 of their last 4 games, and the only loss in that stretch has been to these Giants. As welcome back to the Madden 23 franchise. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. As the Eagles gave the Giants a big fight in the first half of the last game in week 7. Despite the Giants coming out and shutting out the Eagles in the second half, dominating in the end in the scoreboard, it was a struggle in the first half. As the Eagles look to give the Giants their first loss of the year, and here is Cummings last week, won 72 rushing yards in the score, along with a couple hundred through the air. Here's TJ Edwards, and lost to the Giants, 12 tackles, a tackle for loss and a deflection in that week 7 matchup, as the Giants are 9-0, or looking to go 9-0, and just, my goodness, have they been explosive in every way, as the Giants are coming to, look for a sweep of the division for the 2nd straight year. But we'll see the Eagles on offense first. Jarvis Landry back deep for the Eagles, and Joey Sly will send us away. And week 10 underway from the goal line. Landry will take it across the 20 and to the 21. LaMarcus Armstead had a career high by about 100 yards with 332 passing yards in the loss at New York. And here's the offense. They've moved up a couple spots in scoring. They're now up to 30th on the year. Dead last in passing, dead last in rushing. It has been a struggle. They have not been able to score in the second half of games. It's been a problem since they collapsed at the midseason part of 2022. They have not gotten things going with Jalen Hurts last year, and they have not gotten things going with the rookie first-rounder LaMarcus Armstead halfway through this season. They'll start with a screen to Sanders. They've run screens more than anyone else in the league, and that picks up 6. Giants defense has struggled against Dallas, and that really brings down their numbers, but overall it's been really good. Of course, the divisional play has been a struggle for the Giants. Now, obviously, we saw LaMarcus Armstead, 332 passing yards, by far career high for what the Eagles have been doing. 2nd and 4, and they go to Sanders. They had 17 rushing yards in the loss in week 7, and picks up the first. 2nd and 9. Antonio Gibson in now. And splits time with Miles Sanders, and Armstead, as time will check it down, and Gibson shoves off Robinson and Boss, and picks up the first. So 2 quick completions. Now 3rd and 10. The Eagles, 2nd to last in the NFL in 3rd down conversion rate, only around 30% of the time. Armstead is going to go deep for Brown. Oh my goodness! Over McKinney, makes the grab, and down to the 15. So now they're in the red zone, and dead last by about 14 percentage points. The Eagles on offense give to Gibson, lowers the shoulder down to the 11. Giants defense, 3rd in the NFL in red zone defense. From the 11, give to Sanders, and nowhere to go. To the 10, 3rd and 6. They had the big play on the 3rd down the last drive. Can they keep the drive alive from the 10? Sanders in. And they go screen to Sanders. Has a lot of space. Can he get there? He got the first. Couldn't get the touchdown, but it's 1st and goal. On a drive that has taken 5 minutes off the clock, they're at the 3. And Armstead has the time. Wide open. Touchdown, Philly. And there is Landry. And that is career touchdown number 50 for the 2nd-year Eagle after spending time with Cleveland, New Orleans, and Miami. That's his 7th as an Eagle, 3rd of the year. Daniel Carlson is up and good. 7-0, what a start for Philly. On the 11th play of the drive, as we'll take a look in the game against Philadelphia, 2nd lowest of the season, 48% completion percentage. Only lower was that game against Dallas. And here's the offense. They have not been able to pass to their strength, but they are still able to rack up so many yards on the ground, it does not matter. But playing from behind now, we'll see how that flips the script, as they'll start from the 25. And after Philly took 5 minutes off the clock, we'll see what they can do. They have not really sustained drives this year. As Cummings will start through the air. Pass to McLaurin is dropped and incomplete. And that was Sidney Jones, the coverage, former Pro Bowler with Seattle. And Of course, the Eagles' defense is incredible through the air. Only one team is better, and that was Dallas. Yeah, preventing passing yards. But they're able to get run on from the 25. And they'll go to the ground game. And a great play by Trimel Frey. That's a loss of 3 for Barkley, and it's 3rd and 13. And here's the Giants, 6th in the NFL, tied with Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and Vegas. They need the 35. Blitz is sent on wide open on the outside. It is Downing, and a first down to the 46. And that is 24 yards downfield. Now 3rd and 12. They need the 44 to convert. Deep drop, pressure by Hargrave. Open again, it's Bellinger. And another big play, that one for 22. So first down at the 34. The Eagles sack the blocks, then play action. Pressure by Hargrave again, he's getting the backfield. Jonathan Cummings has these thrown, he's got Ridley down to the 5. And another big play. And that puts the Giants in the red zone where they've struggled all year. They have picked it up recently. And they'll throw on 1st and goal. End zone! Incomplete, almost caught. 2nd and goal. Eagles, top 5 in red zone defense. All the NFC East teams are top 5. Give it to Barkley into the end zone, but just short. I thought he got it. Instead, it's 3rd and goal. Goal line set. Give it to Blasingame. Fights through Davis. Touchdown, New York. For Blasingame, his 3rd straight year with 2 scores, all with different teams. And the former Cardinal puts the Giants on the board. This game is tied. As a kick by Sly is up and good. He's made all his extra points as a Giant. And that 10-play drive, I mean, we are more than halfway into this first quarter. Eagles take over from the 17. And Armstead under center will throw. And will complete. And turning the corner, a first down to the 30. A gain of 12 to Landry. 2nd and 12. And a false start, and that was the right guard. That is Isaac Seomalu, who jumped. And now that makes it 2nd and 17. So going in the wrong direction for an offense that struggles a lot. Last thing they want, Armstead on the run. He doesn't run much, but he picks up about 9. 3rd and 8. They went 2 for 2 on the first drive on 3rd down conversions. They need the 40. Armstead hit. Thibodeau forces the incompletion. And they will punt. Giants take over from the 31 on a 2nd and 10. And a quick release. He's got McLaurin. First grab of the day, picks up 8. 3rd and 2. And they need the 41, and they give. And a great play. That is Josh Sweat, the Defensive Player of the Year. Eagles take over from the 24 on a 2nd and 7. And Armstead is going to have time now. Throws it away incomplete. And here's the first 10 pass attempts for Armstead. Started 6 for 10 and only 80 yards, of course, including the 41-yard bomb to A.J. Brown, the touchdown to Landry. But 2 straight incompletions, 3rd and 7. After going 2 for 2 on the opening drive, they failed their first of the day. On the last drive, pocket collapsing to Smith. Incomplete. And make it 3 in a row. Incomplete. The Giants take over 2nd and 9 from the 21. Play fake. And deep drop. Bellinger upstairs makes the grab. And another big play across the 40 and a gain of 22. Jonathan Cummings over 100 yards. 2nd and 8. Final minute, first quarter. He'll throw. Deep shot. He's got McLaurin. Accelerates. Inside the 10. 5. Touchdown, New York. And they're in front for the first time today. His 12th of the year. 7th straight game with a touchdown. And the Giants in front with 30 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. And the kick by Sly is up and good. And how about that? Quick strikes. They have not sustained drives so far, in the past few weeks. Eagles take over from the 21. And Armstead, quick release. He has got Goddard tackled by White. First down. And that will take us to the second quarter. 2nd and 7. And from the 35, we'll go to Sanders up the gut. And that will put him over 17 yards. So they've already rushed for more than they have all of last week combined. 1st and 10. Near midfield. And fake it. Armstead has time. Deep shot to Brown. Oh my goodness! Overboss in another deep completion to A.J. Brown. Down to the 3. So that makes it 1st and goal. So A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 92 yards. And the keeper, everyone's fooled. Touchdown, Philly. And that is LaMarcus Armstead, his first career rushing touchdown. And for Armstead, who had 6 passing touchdowns in 9 games, ties this game at 14. And it came after the result of an explosive passing play, something they have not really done this year, as Daniel Carlson will kick it after the made extra point, and Gerald Payne from the 1 will take it across the 20, but not much further. As we'll take a look at the first 10 pass attempts of the day. 6 for 10, 160 yards. He has 6 completions, and 5 of them are over 20 yards, including the 55-yard bomb to Terry McLaurin from the 21. And a keeper. They've not run the ball well in the first quarter, and start the second quarter with a first down. Now 2nd and 4. From the 40. Cummings will throw. He's protected. Steps up in the pocket. Across the line. It is caught by Ridley, but it's not going to count. He stepped up too far in the pocket, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. And they're going to need the 44 convert. Cummings protected. Deep bomb. He's got McLaurin again inside the 20. And Jones couldn't get him. 65 yards. Touchdown, New York. And that sets a career high with 13 touchdowns on the year for McLaurin. And that's his 2nd of the day. And the 2nd over 50 yards. And on 2 catches, even though it's his 3rd of the day, he only needs 2 catches to go over 110 yards. This one was 65. First was 55. And he sits at 118 on 3 grabs. Eagles take over, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Their touchdowns have come off of deep balls to Brown, as A.J. Brown goes over 100 yards on the day. It takes it to the 48. And now they're at the 43, 2nd and 5. We saw this in the first game where the Eagles were able to take over in the second quarter, score a lot of points, give to Sanders inside the 30 and down to the 30-yard line. So first down, under 10 to play in the first half, and they're going to motion and fake it. Armstead will throw. He's kind of wide open, and that's a touchdown for Devontae Smith. And that is 14 points here in the second quarter for the Eagles. And for Smith, his first touchdown since week 5 at Arizona. His 2nd on the year. And Daniel Carlson will make it 21-all. With 9:29 left in the second quarter, and the Giants will take over at the 26. Both teams approaching 250 yards. Give to Barkley in the first real carry of the day. Or good carry. Picks up 8. Giants outgaining through the pass. The Eagles on the ground as Cummings underneath. He's got Barkley. Makes a cut. First down. Tackled by Maddox. Now 3rd and 7. Halfway mark in this third quarter. And the Eagles will rush 3. Cummings will step up and will run. And has the first with ease at the 49. So the ground game starting to pick up, but only really by the quarterback. Barkley has not gotten going at all. Keeper. Blocked by Blasingame. Blocked by McLaurin. There he goes. And tackled inside the 25 and down to the 24. For Jonathan Cummings up to 54 yards on 6 carries. First down. Time underneath. Downing gets a block by Galladay inside the 10 and down to the 5. And it's 1st and goal. They'll actually mark him at the 6. Can they punch it in? And a give to Barkley. Walks in. Touchdown, New York. And that's his 9th of the year. His 5th straight game of the score. And the Giants kick the extra point. Go up 28-21. With 5:34 on the clock, the Eagles have been able to respond to these touchdown drives here in the second quarter. They have a 3rd and 4. They've not converted a 3rd down since their opening drive, and that won't change. Thibodeau with the sack. He has a sack in every game this year, now up to 14.5, and the Eagles will punch. So with 4:10 on the clock, the Giants will take over from the 42 after the short pump by Sipos. And a big carry by Jonathan Cummings, and he will go to the 45 of Philly. First down. And play action with the clock rolling. Underneath it is blasting game with Stephon Maddox picks up 6. And now 3rd and inches. Possibly the final play before the 2-minute warning. And go outside. Barkley lowers the shoulder. And Edwards couldn't keep him. Barkley 18 yards on 8 carries. But he's getting tough yardage. He has a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Underneath to Barkley. He's been productive through the air. Oh, and a stiff arm on Jones. Picks up 7. 3rd and 3. Delayed give. Jordan Davis. What a tackle. And Philly takes a timeout with 90 seconds left. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. An easy field goal range, but they want 7. Pressure on the run. Here comes Sweat. And he can't get him up the sideline. And Josh Sweat possibly saves a touchdown. But for the moment, they're at the 16. Under 60 seconds to play. And a quick check down. Barkley turns the corner. And down to the 4. 1st and goal. Now they can really start working clock. And down to 33. Cummings. End zone touchdown, New York. And that is McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown of the first half. And the Giants are going to head into the break up by 14. It's 35-21. As the Giants, I mean, the offense struggled. They only put up 17 points in the first half of the last week's game before exploding. Well, no doubt here, 35 points of offense. The Eagles completely stunned. And here's the tendencies as the Eagles in the second quarter, again, 14 of their 21 points. The other 7 came on the opening drive. Remember, in the last game, they scored 20 in the first half, 17 in the second quarter, and got shut out the entire second half. What will the Giants defense do this time around as they'll get the ball from the 5. Gerald Payne will take it to the 23. Take a look at the first half drives. The one punt on the second drive was a 3-and-out, but other than that, all touchdowns. 5 of their 6 drives were touchdown drives. 2 of them 10 plays, all under 4 minutes. It's just been a breeze, and it's been that way for a lot of the year. Go to Barkley, cuts it inside, picks up about 4. Averaging 2 a carry, 3rd and 4. From the 29. And they'll go, and a great tackle. That is Hargrave. They've been liking the running into blitz looks like that, but this time it doesn't work, and Gillen will punt. Get it off cleanly. Eagles went after it. Landry from the 20 will get tackled by Payne, and we'll take a look at the Eagles' first half drives. They had 3 touchdown drives. Of course, the 11-play, 5-minute touchdown drive to start out the game, but it was either quick touchdown drives or 3-and-outs, and there was 0 in between. We'll see what they can do here. Pass over the middle is caught by Burton, and Burton picks up 6. So it's 3rd and 4. They have not converted a 3rd down since the opening drive of the first half. As down goes Armstead, that won't change. Ojulari, 7.5 on the year, and the Eagles go 3-and-out. So Giants take over with a 2nd and 13 from around midfield. Trying to put 40 on the board. Jonathan Cummings is going to float it. What a throw! Right in the pocket to Bellinger. And Jonathan Cummings is over 300 yards. He has 3 touchdowns. 3rd and 2. From the 23. Go to Barkley. Gets the tough yardage. And another 1st down. Actually, for whatever reason, they didn't give it to him. So they're going to go for it on 4th and inches. It looked like he had it with ease. They'll go to blasting game, and he'll have it with ease. And it's 1st down. So for blasting game, 2 carries, 3 yards, the touchdown. 2nd and 10. And the red zone again. And on the outside, there he goes. Cuts it inside. Touchdown, New York. And that is his 3rd straight game with a rushing touchdown. 7th on the year in total. And the Giants have broken 40 here in this 3rd quarter. Kick by Sly. Almost blocked, but it's up and good. So the Giants up 21. Halfway through this 3rd quarter, 3rd and 9. And can the Eagles convert? Armstead, deep shot, double covered, incomplete. So the Giants take over, 2nd and 10 from the 39. And quick underneath, it is Downing. And Jones can't bring him down, but Epps will and picks up 8. 3rd and 2. So they need midfield to convert. Actually, 3rd and a long one. Give to Barkley. Up the middle. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Philly. And that Nakobe Dean ends up with it as Marcus Epps, who forced the fumble. He had his other one of the year was against the Giants in Week 7. That is the first turnover of the day. And the Eagles take over near midfield. As Armstead will throw on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught. Smith gets rocked, but he has 9. Can the Eagles build off this? Devonta Smith now up to around 50 yards. Give to Sanders. Lowers the shoulder. Still going. And under the 37. So 2nd and 13 now at the 40. At the 5-minute mark. Armstead. Middle caught. Lot of space. Devonta Smith down to around the 20. And a gain of 19. It's now in scoring range. 3rd and 7. They haven't converted since the opening drive of the game. Armstead is going to find Landry, and that won't change again. 4th and 3, and they're going to go for it. Down by 21 in the red zone. They need points, and they need them now. In the final 17 minutes of this game, Landry has the first down to the 5. And the drive continues. 1st and goal. Giants are going to show blitz. And they're going to run into it. Armstead keeps, and White makes them lose 4. 2nd and goal from the 9. And they're going to shift into the shotgun. 2 tight ends set. And Armstead over the middle. It's caught. Smith tackled with 5. So it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Here we go. Biggest play of the game for the Eagles. Can they stay in it? This is probably 4-down territory again. Final minute. The 3rd quarter. And intercepted. That's Ojulari. We'll take it out of the end zone. And Ojulari takes it to the 6. And that is the 2nd career interception. He had 1 in season 1. And the Giants with the goal line stand. That is the 2nd straight drive that ends in a turnover. Barkley gets the ball on 1st down, and his best carry of the day by far picks up 13. So 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the break. And it's going to be a keeper. And another big play up the sideline. Makes a cut, but Peppers isn't fooled. Cummings over 10 a carry. And here we go. 3rd and 6 as the 4th quarter begins. Need midfield. Over the middle. Caught. Downing turns the corner and picks up about 12. So the yardage just keeps getting racked up. As the Giants have run more than they've passed. As Burgos Barkley, and you know, it's one of the worst run defenses in the league, bottom 3rd, but it's the pass defense which is best in the NFL that is struggled the most. And there goes the sack. Of course, Josh Sweat, as you say that, his 13th sack of the year. He had 32 in the Defensive Player of the Year campaign last year, an NFL record. They'll punt on 4th and 21. Landry's going to let it go, and Payne will down it at the 9. 3rd and 4. Eagles take over. Won't mention it again, but you know the drill. Armstead to Gibson, and they're going to punt. As he is tackled in the backfield and lost, the Giants take over. Trying to close this one out. Up by 21 in the 4th quarter. Play action. On the run. Hit by Frey. Deep to McLaurin, and he's got it to the 31. Now over 350 passing yards. And now 3rd and 5. We'll try to keep the clock rolling. Barkley is going to be tackled. He almost had it. And they'll bring out Joey Sly. The only miss was from 62 this year. He is 9 for 10 on field goals. He has 53 extra points, and this is his 11th field goal of the year. Talk about a wild stat, as that will do it. The Eagles are going to fall to 3 and 6, so they've now only won 3 of their last 5, with 2 losses coming to the Giants. So, I mean, that was just an incredible game on both sides of the ball. Of course, another shutout in the second half, so 2 games they've scored 0 points in the second half. And it's just been incredible by the defense. Terry McLaurin, 165 yards on 6 catches and 3 touchdowns. Did have 2 drops, but we can excuse that. And Ojulari, It was the Ojulari game. He had a sack and an interception, along with a couple tackles for loss. And, of course, LaMarcus Armstead has 2 career 300-yard games. They're both against us. A.J. Brown dunked on us. I mean, that was just incredible. And then Josh Sweat, I mean, that was really their only highlight player. We both had 1 turnover, 3 for 14 on third down for the Eagles. And that only other third down came after we cut the recording. So, yeah. And then, of course, we went 7 for 15. So, a little below average, what we'd expect, but we were still leading, or the best in the game today. So, I mean, that's all that really matters. Now, on to upgrades. McKinney's up to an 85. Bradley Johnson up to a 74. Belton up to a 71. And Corbin up to a 71. Terry Cooper up to a 69. And Marcus McKeithen up to a 66. And on to games across the league, we'll start with Washington as they play the Niners. And we'll start with Daniel Jones in his own end zone in the first quarter, and he's going to be sacked for a safety. That is Nick Bosa, and the Niners now lead 2-0. After the safety punt, Niners take over. Here is Bradley Tracy, the new quarterback for the Niners, an X Factor. 21-yard catch to Samuel. Niners now in front by 5. Next drive, and the give to Darrell Henderson for the Commanders, but the ball squirts free. It's picked up by Ambry Thomas. Fred Warner forced the fumble. Niners now in front 8-0. Take it second quarter. Next drive for the Commanders. Daniel Jones is going to find a wide open Damian Brown 25-yard touchdown. Niners now in front, or still lead 7-8. We take a 2-minute drill. Daniel Jones. How about that throw? That's Jahan Dotson 26 yards. Commanders now lead at half 14-8. We take a third quarter near the end of it. Daniel Jones is going to throw to the end zone, and a great catch by Logan Thomas. 22-8 as they go for 2 and get it. We take it next drive for the Niners, and a keeper for Bradley Tracy. 6-yard touchdown, and it's now a 1-score game, 22-15. Now take it fourth quarter, next drive for the Niners. And Tracy is going to go and find a wide open George Kittle, who's no longer a superstar. 40-yard touchdown. This game's tied at 22. Next drive for the Commanders, trying to get back in front. Daniel Jones is going to throw it to his former teammate Cameron Curl. And the Niners now in front 25-22, and that takes us to the final minute of the game. Daniel Jones tries to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Jahan Dotson, 26-yard touchdown. Commanders win it 29-25. We'll take it to Dallas as we'll start with Poole throwing to Michael Thomas. 28 yards, and the Saints now in front by 3, who takes it to the second quarter. Dallas Cowboys inside the 10, and how about that throw and catch? Leonard Beachum, 9-yard touchdown, 7-3 lead for the Cowboys. Next drive for Dallas. Dak Prescott is going to float one. How about that catch by a Gallup? 20-yard catch, 10-3 lead for Dallas. Now we'll take it to the 2-minute drill at the 1-yard line for Poole. Brian Poole is going to be safetied, and that is DeMarcus Lawrence, 12-3 lead. Next drive for New Orleans, or for Dallas, I should say, after the safety punt, and it's going to go right to New Orleans as Marshawn Lattimore with the interception. 6-12 halftime lead for the Cowboys. We take it opening drive, third quarter, as the Saints have the ball and give to Alvin Kamara, lowers the shoulder and picks up 12, and now a 3-point game, 9-12. Next drive for New Orleans. Poole is going to throw halfway in the third quarter and a duck, but it's caught in the corner by Olave. 26-yard touchdown, 16-12. The Saints back in front. Later on in the third quarter, Poole is going to float it to Kamara, and he's going to find the first down to get about 10. Now 19-12 lead. Takes us halfway through the fourth quarter. And the give to Zeke Elliott with a touchdown. 1-yard score. This game is tied at 19. Next drive for New Orleans. And Poole is going to stand in with the blitz, flip it. And how about this grab by Preston Williams? And 53-yard score. Saints now in front 26-19. And that will take us to the end of the game. And here's Prescott. We'll get ended on a sack. And Alex Mitchell the game-ending sack. Saints win it 26-19. And on to the rest of the scores on Thursday nights. The Jets beat the Browns 31-28 on the Sunday slate of games. The Ravens beat the Bengals. The Raiders blow out the Panthers. The Patriots blow out the Bears. The Vikings edge out the Colts. The Chiefs blow out the Buccaneers. The Seahawks blow out the Cardinals. The Dolphins beat the Rams. The Chargers beat the Falcons. And on Sunday nights, the Lions upset the Packers. And on Monday night, the Jaguars blow out the Titans 45-28. And now on to standings in the AFC North. The Steelers still 9-0 in the South. Titans 6-3 in the East. Bills 6-3 and in the West. Chiefs 8-2 in the NFC. Vikings 5-5 pulled to 500 in the South. Panthers 6-3 as well as the Falcons. We're 9-0 in the East and in the West. Seahawks 7-2. For players of the week on offense, Patrick Mahomes 365 yards, 6 touchdowns in the win at Tampa Bay. And in the NFC, we saw the game. In defense in the AFC, Agbania Okoronkwo, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, and 2 sacks in the win at Tennessee. And in the NFC, Nick Bosa, 11 tackles, 6 for a loss, 3.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and a safety, despite the losing effort at Washington. For leaders for passing, Dak Prescott, 3,304 yards, Patrick Mahomes, 32 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions for Daniel Jones. For rushing, Jonathan Taylor, 1,341 yards, 17 touchdowns for Josh Jacobs, and 73 broken tackles for Elliott. Receiving, Drake London now in the lead, 920 yards. Terry McLaurin, 14 touchdowns. Devontae Adams, 431 yards after the catch. Wrapping things up with defense, 109 tackles for Van Der Esch, 18 sacks for Micah Parsons, and 7 interceptions for Trayvon Diggs. Week 11 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Niners and Lions. The Sunday slate games kicks off with Cowboys, Browns, Buccaneers, Bears, Commanders, Falcons, Titans, Dolphins, Eagles, Saints, Jets, Patriots, Seahawks, Chiefs, Texans, Colts, Bills, Raiders, Broncos, Bengals, Vikings, Jaguars, Rams, Cardinals. On Sunday night, we play the Panthers, and on Monday night, the Ravens play the Steelers, Chargers, and Packers on by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time when we face the Carolina Panthers.